This is Mike Hansen with GS Solutions, and we're here today to talk about the IBM Flex System V7000. The V7000 is a storage interface that integrates into the IBM PureFlex system. It also exists outside the IBM PureFlex system as a standalone storage array. What I want to cover today is the simple and easy to use interface for configuring and managing the IBM PureFlex V7000 and show you some of the features. So we're going to start here. This is really the main screen of what you're going to see when you log in to the web console. This is also available at command line interface. So real quick here, we can see everything from one screen, which is a really great thing to be able to do. I can see an overview of my system at a high level and how it moves from my physical disk and enclosures all the way down to my host. And that's within the overview screen. We're going to move down into monitoring here, and here I can see performance monitors. I can see system details and events that occur, where if I have errors or disks that fail, I can go in there and click on my monitoring events. And then we move down here. We're still in the physical, really the physical side. Pools is what pools of disk or pools of arrays within the IBM PureFlex V7000. Here's where I would do that configuration or management to be able to see what disk I'm using for what pool. Now I'm going to move more into the virtual side of things, where I start to virtualize my V7000 into volumes. So I'm going to carve up my volumes in what's called LUNs, which is a common term within the storage array. And then I can see from here the volumes. I can see the volumes by pool, how I'm using my volumes, and then I can also see my volumes per host. And now moving into the host interfaces, I can quickly see here by clicking on these links what hosts I have that are attached through my SAN fabric. I can also see my host by ports, so what hosts are accessing which ports on my V7000, and then the real disk mapping, so what volumes are mapped to my host right from this screen. Now I'm going to get into some of the advanced features of the V7000 interface. Right here we have flash copy and consistency groups and mirroring and remote copying. Really, these are advanced features that sit on top of the V7000. They're more of the software stack of this device. And what this allows me to do is manage my thin copying of my volumes, as well as mirroring. If I have mirroring set up from one V7000 to another V7000, maybe in a remote system, and I'm doing some mirroring of my storage, here's where I would make those relationships and be able to do that management. And then next I'm going to move into access. Here you can set up users to do different functions within this management interface, and you can also audit those actions by those users. And then simple settings of event notification. You can set up IBM Call Home, which notifies IBM directly of problems with my hardware. I can also do updates from here and notify myself via email or whatever mechanism you may have within your organization to manage events within your infrastructure. So moving into some of the management capabilities, I'm going to show how easy it is to not only create a volume, which is in essence a LUN, but I'm also gonna map a volume at the same time. So I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna quickly click on a new volume, and here it gives me a few options what I can do within what type of volume I want to create. Right now I'm gonna create a thin volume. Here it gives me a pool, so I can see my capacity here of the pool of disks that I have. And then I have several options here to create a variable size LUN. Create one that's say for instance 50 gig, and I'm going to name it GS Lab 1. And here it gives me another feature to be able to either create and map to a host. So I'm going to create and map to a host to show you how easy it is to create this thing and map it to a host. So it's created my volume, and now I get to choose a host. So I can choose a host. I have here an AIX NPIV attached system. So I'm going to say map volumes. It's going to go ahead and map the volumes, and it's done. So within a matter of seconds, I can provision via this interface, provision disk quickly and map to the host that I need. If you'd like to learn more, you can contact us at www.gssolutions.com.